All right, everybody, what is up? It's Thunder. Welcome back. We got some Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 gunfighter gameplay on the channel here today. And this game mode is straight fire, son. Check it out, man. Damn. Man, this game is so lit. The dude spontaneously combusted, so oh my goodness. No, that was a Molotov grenade, fellas. Molotovs back in the game. And listen, yesterday was a pretty polarizing day. Infinity Ward Activision showed off this gunfighter game mode. I think a lot of us went in here looking to see some flashy gameplay, but I don't think that's what this reveal was all about. I mean, after all, this is a 2v2 competitive game mode with no minimap and no health regen. I mean, of course it's going to be a little slow, dude. I mean, there's no health regen, no minimap. It's going to make you a little shook. But to me, I don't think this was... Oh, my goodness, that bloop, son. Oh, my good... Oh, my... I don't think this reveal was all about gameplay. I think this reveal was just to show off the new engine, the maps, the lighting, I mean, the guns. I mean, dude, look how good everything looks. I mean, it just looks so good. It looks so fluid. I think that's what this reveal was all about and not about gameplay. So a lot of people are complaining that the game looks slow. Like I said, man, wait till the 6v6 drops. Wait till we see the multiplayer trailer. Wait till we see some actual perks and, you know, some health regen mixed in so people move around more. Then judge the game. Like I said, to me, we haven't seen the real multiplayer. So there's really not much to complain about there. I think the game looks beautiful. But one thing people were complaining about a lot was motion blur. And I'm sitting back like, motion blur? Now, you guys already know, man. With my old man eyes, everything's blurry to me, son. So I can't really tell what motion blur is. But for all you young guys out there and just people with, you know, healthy eyesight, you guys notice motion blur. You don't like it. And I really don't know what it is, but we do have someone here on TSG who is ready to break it down, peel it back layer by layer, and tell us exactly what motion blur is. So, and by the way, if you're watching this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe and turn notifications on. Make sure you subscribe to this guy as well, the Dynamite, who will be breaking down exactly what motion blur is and why so many people don't like it, man. So, Dynamite, come on in.
Alright, what's up guys, it's Tim, and in today's video I'm going to be talking all about motion blur in Call of Duty, and I guess just motion blur in general for those of you who didn't know. And for me personally, I actually didn't know, so I did look it up, and it's very interesting. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this in today's video is because motion blur is a topic here in Modern Warfare that's coming up, not the gameplay. This is Infinite Warfare, and excuse the a very embarrassing deaths as I fall, because I am not used to this game. As you guys know, I'm not a huge Infinite Warfare player because I missed it during its prime, so I'm just getting into it, you know, later. But yeah, this is an older gameplay. I go like 26 and like 18, so it's nothing amazing, but yeah, that's going to be about it for the gameplay. As far as the gameplay goes, I do think it's a fun game, but we're not here to talk about that. We are here to talk about motion blur and I guess Modern Warfare in general. So as far as Modern Warfare goes, there's going to be two options. One option where you can turn off motion blur, I think, for weapons, and one where you can leave it on. So let's get into the definition first. I think that's a better place to start. So if you didn't know, motion blur, I'm going to have it up on the screen here as well. Motion blur is the apparent streaking of moving objects in a photograph or a sequence of frames, such as film or animation. It results when the image being recorded changes during the recording of a single exposure due to rapid movement or a long exposure. So kind of in a sense, it's just when motions of when moving objects blur, kind of it feels like a blur because of rapid changes or because of a single exposure, kind of what the definition said. And why it's important is because it makes it difficult to see, like, on the side, things on the side. And I'm going to leave up some pictures on the screen from Google Images of some examples of motion blurs, just so you guys get an understanding of what it looks like. Obviously, it's not going to look like this in Call of Duty, but this is kind of just what it looks like in real life. So you can see, like, you know, various pictures. And so they're cool looking pictures, right? Don't get me wrong. But in a video game, a fast-paced Twitch shooter, I don't think it's the best. I don't think it's very beneficial. It makes it difficult to see your surroundings. Like if you're shooting someone straight on and then you look to your left, your right, and you see a bunch of blurs, obviously that's not great. You can't tell if there's a grenade there. You can't tell if someone's actually there. If you can't tell if there's like a sentry or a turret or whatever. And so, you know, motion blur to me personally is annoying. If there's an option in Modern Warfare, which I believe there is, I will have it turned off. I don't know about you guys, obviously you guys make your own decision, but I just wanted to inform you guys on what motion blur is, because I don't know if, Call of Duty is going to explain it. I don't know who is going to explain it, but I thought it was an interesting topic. I thought it was pretty searchable. If you didn't know what it was until this video, make sure to leave a like to let me know that in the comments below, because, personally, I'm trying to do more videos that more people are searching for, because, when it comes down to it, people watch things on YouTube for 1, entertainment, 2, I guess education, and 3, it was recommended to them. So if I can hit maybe 2 of those, like if it was recommended and for either entertainment or education, I guess this video is going to be more educational. That's good. That's really good for my channel. I'm going to grow much more from that, rather than just making not simple, but just more regular things. I'm not going to try anything out the box. Then it's harder for me to grow. So definitely wanted to grow, definitely wanted to do that. Yeah, that's about it for motion blur. If you didn't know, again, let me know in the comments below, because I'm really curious as to, if you didn't know or not. And it begs the question as to what else is going to be different in Modern Warfare, right? Because they talk about having a new engine, and personally, I'm going to make a huge, sorry, that sounded weird, but I'm going to make a huge, like, first impressions video on the gunfight game mode that we saw in Modern Warfare for the 2v2 stream. I'm going to make a huge video on that and just break down everything that I saw, my feelings and things like that. Obviously, that's not the full multiplayer. That is just a small segment, a 2v2 branch of the game, which I don't think I'm going to be playing, honestly, that much. I might here and there, but I'm definitely not going to like live in that until I guess the game's dead. That's just what I think. But yeah, I'm going to make a huge video on that, so look out for that. But yeah, I just think Modern Warfare, I guess without getting too much into it, I hope that it doesn't play poorly. Based on looks alone, it does look like Ghosts, it does look like Battlefield, it does look like Rainbow Six. It doesn't look like a normal Call of Duty, it doesn't look like a Call of Duty we've played before. If you had to equate it to one, as close as possible, I'd say probably Ghosts, just because of like the sniper zoom in, the lean mechanics, the way you throw your grenades, like all of that stuff just very much reminds me of Ghosts. A lot of people who are joking on Twitter like, oh, I bet it was Ghost 2 and they had to scrap it and just change the name. I hope that's not true. I sincerely hope that's not true, because that would just suck for the name brand. Birdman said like, oh, we're getting catfished by the name brand, but it's actually not what you think it is. That's possible, but I really don't want it to be. If it's Ghost 2, just make it Ghost 2, fit it into that universe rather than ruining the Modern Warfare universe. I mean, I guess you can't ruin it because it's a soft reboot, but it doesn't feel good to have the words Modern Warfare associated with something that feels like Ghosts. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I'm making sense or not. If I'm not, I apologize. But yeah, that's man, that's just how I feel about Modern Warfare so far. It gives me huge Ghosts vibes. It looks like there's a lot of color palettes. It looks like the saturation is turned up. I don't know who turned it off in Ghosts, but yeah, that was annoying to sit through for a year. I did play Ghosts in its prime, don't get me wrong, and I did not like it. I played for like 3 months. But yeah, if it's gonna play like Ghosts, I don't see myself having a good time with this game. Like, I'm just being straight up. I don't see myself liking the game if it's going to play just like Call of Duty Ghosts. Ghost was campy, the maps were bad. It was, I'm not gonna say it was even too tactical, because it just didn't promote movement. And I hope this game does. I hope Modern Warfare promotes movement. I hope it promotes going for score streaks that are worth it. I hope it promotes teamwork. But I hope that you can also run around solo as an individual and just kill whore, or just, collect your streaks, whatever it is. I hope that there's a lot of options out there for whatever you want to do. I apologize for any background noise. My neighbors just started mowing the lawn. Of course they did. So I'm gonna end this video early, just so you guys don't have to hear that in the background. But yeah, that's basically all I wanted to talk about in terms of Modern Warfare so far and motion blur. And again, I'm going to be making a gunfight video pretty soon, so stay on the lookout for that. Thank you for the support on my recent videos. A lot of my videos have been averaging like 60 plus views, so that's definitely a step in the right direction, because previously I've been getting, like 30 to 40, which isn't bad, but for my channel size, I do expect more. So yeah, I just have high expectations for myself. But anyway, without getting into all that, Again, I appreciate you guys for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. Until my next video, I guess I'll see you later. Thanks for mowing the lawn, guys, and peace.